So, welcome to the city. As a New Yorker, there's a lot of really cool stuff that just lives all around us. And a lot of my friends come here and they want to see Carnegie Deli in Times Square or go to a Broadway show. That's awesome. But there's some really cool stuff that is a lot more worth seeing, like things you can run by or studio spaces with tons of dirt on the second floor. So we're going to explore some of those spots today because that's awesome. That's what serendipiting is all about. Let's do it. Alright, I'm about to go for a run because there are some really cool statues down in the financial district that I want to get a shot of. Let's go take a peek at that. Sorry, I've got to bring my iPhone to get this picture because going around with a Canon DSLR is not quite ideal for going for a run. Exercise and filming in one. 2 birds, 1 stone. This little park is one of my favorite spots in the city. All the sculptures here are done by an artist named Otterness. You'll see his sculptures all over the city. This is one of the concentrations in Battery Park, but he's got stuff in a few subway stations and all around the city. They're all these cartoony, whimsical characters, but as you look through it, all of these scenes are so human and raw and relatable. It's sort of like a microcosm of living in the city itself. You walk by these scenes that can look like whimsy, and looking just a little bit deeper, you see the stories and lives that are being lived right beneath the surface. But enough of that. It's time to visit one of my favorite, weirdest spots in downtown Manhattan. There's this studio called the Earth Room over in Soho. It's on the 2nd floor of an art gallery, and it's just 3,600 square feet of dirt. They say it's over 250,000 pounds of dirt, and it's been there for the past 37 years. This is one of those things, a relic of Soho's artsy times that has stuck around as an oddity. It's maintained entirely for free, and you can visit most days of the week. In the bustle of the city, the construction, everything whizzing by, it's kind of peaceful to have a small place that's set aside and has been set aside for decades just to be untouched. A little patch of dirt, literally, where you can get away from it all. Some people think it's kind of crazy, and maybe it is, to have millions of dollars of Soho loft space dedicated to a bunch of dirt. But it's got nothing on our next visits. If a loft full of dirt doesn't do it for you, how about an entire house of dreams? I'm not talking the Disney kind, I'm talking the weird ones. This place is almost exactly as old as I am, and was created by a couple of artists back when it was presumably cheaper to get a giant gallery space in downtown Manhattan. The entire space has been dedicated to what they call a light and sound experience since then. When you walk in, you are sort of awash in this strange light and this even stranger sound. For context, it sounds a little bit like this. This is one of those spaces in New York City that people either love or hate. A lot of people find it relaxing and meditative. It's funny because the sound is actually coming from multiple speakers all around the room that are resonating at different frequencies. So depending on where your head is or which way you turn it, it can sound shrill and terrible and piercing or even almost calming. This room, to me, reminds me of the conversations I've had with a lot of folks who say they either would love to live in New York City or don't know how anyone can handle it. Living in New York is a lot about perspective. whether the buzz and the craziness is meditative to you or whether it's overwhelming. I think the fact that a space like this can serve as an escape for some New Yorkers and turn just as many off speaks volumes about the diversity of people we've got in the city. And it's also just really cool and weird to sit in. You should try it out. It's down on 275 Church Street, so you can buzz in most days of the week. Alright, I'm exploring for the day. We'll see what wonders are in store next time I venture out. That's it for this one. If people like this, I've got tons more places in the city that I explore anyway. Maybe I'll bring a camera along next time. Thanks for watching. I will see you soon.